Welcome back to YogaYin. It's Allannah. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to take you through a sequence today that I've created for a student of mine. It's a fertility student, and this one is for regulating period and ovulation, and we haven't had one of those videos for a while. So for those of you who are suffering from both irregular periods and irregular ovulation, particularly as my student has been on the pill, which tends to deregulate those cycles, then this is going to be good for you. It's also going to be about egg quality, improving egg quality, because often as we get older, and also too if we've been on the pill, that can reduce our egg quality. I have also popped in a couple of asanas to help with any adhesions in the uterine area. But primarily it is going to be about mental health. My student has really suffered with her mental health, both with stress and anxiety and perhaps even a little depression. And when our mental health is affected, our nervous system is affected, and that in turn affects our endocrine system as well. So we're going to work with that as well. So primarily those three things: regulating the period, regulating the ovulation, most important, egg quality, but also in terms of peace of mind. If you would like a sequence of your own, I am booked up for the year, but I am taking now bookings for next year. I'm booked up for February already, so I'm starting to book up March. So if you would like a personalized sequence, do get in touch with me. If you can't wait that long, I do offer personalized programs. That is where we go through what videos from my channel would be suitable for you in your cycle. So contact me on Facebook if you'd like one of those. Namaste. So for this sequence, I want you to have a mat and a small pillow or a blanket to place under your head, and that's all you're going to need for this one. And we are going to start off with a sun salutation. This is just to start to lift the spirits and get the flow through the body. So I want you to come to the top of your mat, and I want you to really just ground down through the feet. Make sure the feet are directly underneath the hips, like so. Soften at the knees, tuck the tailbone under, and just roll the shoulders back and down. Draw up through the sides of the body rather than the belly. Let the belly be free. Beautiful. Just take a deep breath here. Take your weight forward over your toes. Center yourself. And then inhale and raise the hands to prayer over the head. And exhale, fold forward, drop the head and soften the knees here if you need to, particularly if forward bends are an issue. Inhale, come up into the fingertips, gently lengthen the legs, and exhale, step back on the right leg, and we're going to come to a lunge pose. Knee directly over the ankle, and then we're going to raise the arms and open out the body. Take a deep breath here. And then lower the arms, step back to downward dog, and just gently walk through the feet, releasing one heel at a time. Spread your fingers nice and wide, and inhale and exhale here. Take a deep breath here. And then inhale, bring your weight forward and either drop your knees here or come into plank. We're not going to hold it. We're going to take the body all the way down to the mat. Rest the head. And then inhale, look up. And exhale, come back to your downward dog. And pick up your right leg and extend it behind you. And step it through into the lunge. And open up the body to grace. Good. And then release it. Step the other foot up. Fold forward here. Soften at the knees if you need to. And then inhale again. And then step back on the left leg. Coming into the lunge once more. Opening up the body. Holding it here for a breath. Beautiful back bend. And then step back to downward dog. Walk through the feet. Inhale and exhale, sink those heels down, take a breath. And then inhale, come into plank, and exhale, lower to the mat. Uncurl the toes, rest the head, take a breath. And then inhale, look up gently. Exhale, coming back to dog. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, step it through. Inhale and open out the body. And then release the arms, step the right foot up, fold forward. And inhale. And exhale. Down to the heart. Couple of deep breaths here. Okay, so that is going to get everything in the body moving, and it's going to get the blood pumping. It's quite good for when you're feeling depressed. However, for fertility, we want to now bring everything back down into that parasympathetic mode and just make the body nice and calm. So I want you to come to the back of your mat. And come into a kneeling position. Okay, so just sitting on your knees for a moment and just take a nice deep breath here, really lengthen the spine, ground the head towards the ceiling, drop the chin. And I want you to inhale here and exhale, slide your hands forward and drop the head. Feel the breath slow right down and then inhale. Come into a cat pose. Take your knees hip distance apart. And your hands underneath your shoulders. And when you're ready, I want you to inhale and open out the throat. And exhale and curl. Inhaling to open. Exhale and curl. Inhaling, exhaling, close the eyes if you're comfortable. Working in your own time. 2 more rounds. And then come back to center. Beautiful. Step the hands forward. And tuck the toes under. And come into a downward dog. Gently walk through the feet once more. Downward dog, an excellent pose for fertility. Inhale and exhale, release the heels. And I want you to take 5 deep breaths here. Lovely. And then we're going to pick up that right leg, extend it behind us. Take the right knee through to the right wrist. Slide the back leg down, and then either just staying here, or if it's available to you, soften the arms, release the body. Another 5 deep breaths here. And then gently walk your hands back up. Tuck your toe under and step back to downward dog. Backs of the legs should be starting to feel nice and open. Taking a deep breath here. And then inhale, picking up the left leg, drawing the left knee through to the left wrist, uncurling the toe, and again, either staying here, or if you did on the other side, relax the arms, relax the head. And then come back up onto the hands. Curl the back toe and step back to downward dog. And again, take another deep few breaths here. Inhale and drop the knees back down, step back into cat. And then gently come, take the knees up to the side now, stretch the arms forward, pose of a child, rest the elbows, 6 deep breaths. Good. Inhale, look forward, walking your hands back up. And then coming to sit on your mat in Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together. Like so. And you can interlace your fingers around the toes or take hold of the ankles, whichever feels good for you. Body should be feeling nice and warm and flexible. Good. And then from here, we're going to gently just Sufi grind. Very good for any adhesions. Working into the womb, lower back, sides of the lumbar spine. then come back to center and reverse the circles. Beautiful. Come back to center, and from here you can either hold Baddha Konasana for 6 deep breaths, or if it's feeling available to you, you can drop your elbows to your knees, gently drop the head, curl the spine, and take 6 deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, gently come back up. Come into a comfortable seated position, either easy cross-legged Sukhasana or pose of a sage, Siddhasana, whatever feels okay for you. Sitting up nice and tall. And we're going to come into a round of circle of joy. Beautiful. So I want you to interlace your fingers and bring them to your heart. And inhale here. And then we're going to exhale and just turn out the palms, lengthen the arms, drop the head. Inhale, raise them alongside the ears, and exhale, take them behind the head, and just gently windmill the elbows, releasing off any tension. Come back to center and inhale, reach up, and then we're going to exhale, just slide that hand out from the right hip, and we're going to come over gently, just gently here, looking up towards the ceiling. A couple of deep breaths here. And then inhale, take that arm around in front of you, and exhale, take it back behind you. Look to your thumb, 5 deep breaths. Good, and then release it, come back. Take it a little lower, and then all the way back to center, reach up. And reach over to the other side. Make a note of which side is easier for you. And then inhale, take the arm around, spine nice and straight, and slouch back. Take it back behind you. 5 deep breaths here. And then come back around, little deeper, and all the way back up to center. Reach your hands behind your head now, see if it's a bit more free. Inhale here and exhale, twist just gently to the right and back again. And inhale and exhale. And inhale back. reach up. Bring the hands down through prayer. And then we're going to turn on our mat and gently just hug the knees into the belly. Interlacing the fingers. And then gently sliding the hands down to the ankles. Arms long beside the body. And we're going to come into bridge pose for equality. So we've already practiced Baddha Konasana, which is excellent for equality. Bridge pose is probably the best pose that we have. So when you're ready, I want you to inhale and just gently raise the body. And exhale, lower it back down. Inhale, come up a little more. And exhale to lower. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale. And exhale. And you can keep working in this flowing fashion, or if you would like to hold this round, do so. Either staying here for 5 deep breaths, or you can come up on your shoulders and interlace your fingers, or you can support your lower back, come up onto your toes and hold it here. One more deep breath. And then release the arms. And release the body all the way back down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Allow the knees to drop out to the sides. Beautiful. And I want you to bring the tips of your thumbs and your forefingers together. And place the hands over the belly like so. If you're comfortable, close the eyes. And I want you to really focus on bringing the breath down into the belly. So you can feel the hands on your belly rise as you inhale. And as you exhale, they draw back to the side. You should be feeling nice and open. And then bring your awareness to your exhalation. start to deepen the exhalation. So that it's longer and deeper than the inhalation. And as you release this breath, let go of your day. As you release this breath, letting go of all the stress. Letting go of all the tension. Completely letting go. And bringing your awareness down into the room. And sending all your loving thoughts and feelings down into the room. Allowing it to completely heal. And then gently floating the eyes open, bringing your knees back to center, rolling off to one side, and we are going to bring our mats over to the wall for Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. Okay, so to come into Viparita Karani, we want to place our pillow or our blanket about halfway along the mat, and come into it from the side angle and stretch the legs nice and long against the wall. Open out the arms. We're just going to stay here for a few deep breaths. Close the eyes. And then we're going to gently bend our knees and take the feet about hip distance apart. We're just going to work with any adhesions that might be around the pelvic area. And what I want you to do is inhale, gently take that left knee out to the side. And then exhale, bring it back in. Same with the other side, inhale. And exhale. Just working one at a time. Till you get a kind of a rhythm. And now we're going to start taking them both together. It's harder than it moves. Just releasing off any tightness around the hips, the sides of the body. Couple more. Come back to center. Release the legs all the way up the wall. Close the eyes. Bring your hands back to your belly. And then slowly, reluctantly, float the eyes open. Bend the knees. And gently roll off to one side. And make your way back to the center of your mat. Coming into a comfortable seated or kneeling position. Spine nice and straight, chin drops. Crown of the head towards the ceiling. Just resting the palms in the lap. Closing the eye. Feeling the weight in the buttocks. And feeling the energy drop from the upper body to the lower body. Grounding. And float the eyes open. And I want you to inhale and raise the arms up and over their head. And exhale, bring them down to the forehead. Feel the palms away. And exhale all the way down. Inhale. And exhale. Releasing. Letting go. Close the eyes once more. And gently reflect on how you may feel differently at the end of the class to the beginning. And taking a sense of peace and calm with you into the rest of your day, knowing that this is available to you whenever you need it. Bring the hands together in prayer and bring them to the forehead. Clarity of thought and an open mind. To the lips, clarity of speech, kind speech. And to the heart, for an open heart. Om Shanti. Om Peace. Namaste.